If you've been wanting to see rapid growth on Instagram, you are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I gained 10,000 followers in 1 month just by posting to Instagram Reels. I'm sure you've wondered, are Instagram Reels even worth it? Well, I'll tell ya, it doesn't matter if they flop in a month, 2 months, or a year, because you guys, right now, the algorithm is so loose. It's easier than ever to grow on Instagram, and if you don't take advantage of this easy opportunity that's right in front of you, then do you even want it that bad? What's up everyone, it's Modern Millie. Welcome back to my channel where I post videos every Wednesday teaching you the latest strategies and trends on social media to help bloggers, influencers, and content creators grow their brands. So give a little love tap on that subscribe button to stay up to date on the latest tips and tricks that other people just aren't telling you. First, I want to say a huge thank you to this video's shoutouts. I would not be here if it wasn't for all of you. So if you want to get a shout out in one of my future videos, screenshot yourself watching this video and tag me on Instagram stories, or leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. As always, timestamps will be in the comments below because I know how valuable your time is and you already know why you're here. So let's get into it. Back in August, I posted a full Instagram Reels tutorial. So if you haven't watched that yet, or if you're unfamiliar with Instagram Reels, I highly recommend watching that video first, because in this video, we are skipping over the basics and diving deep into Instagram Reels strategy. You might want to grab a notebook and pen for this one. There are 2 things that you need to understand before you even press that record button. First, Reels are different than stories. I surprisingly received this question a lot. How is the content of what you post to Reels different than your stories? Stories are for the people who are already following you. They only last 24 hours and it's a great way to nurture your relationship with your followers and welcome them into the behind the scenes of your life, the good, the bad, the ugly. Reels, on the other hand, while they do get sent out to your followers like an in-feed post would, Instagram is pushing Reels more than any other type of content available on its platform. Instagram Reels is the best way to get in front of new people on Instagram now. The second thing to understand is who your ideal customer is or who your target audience is. I could do a deep dive of what that means, but basically, who are you trying to reach? Or what does your perfect fit client look like? How old are they? What do they like? Are they male, female, or any beautiful in between? When you understand those simple questions, then you could answer questions like, what are their pain points? What problem do you help them solve? Why you? Then craft your videos around that. So I want to know, who is your ideal audience? Let me know in the comments below, and you'll be surprised how different everyone's ideal audience is. Now it's time to start brainstorming. What type of content do you make? How do you know what sort of content will even perform well? I will tell you what performs well. Viral content. Now you're thinking, no duh, Millie, viral content goes viral. Yes, let me explain. So viral content is content that provides value and it's shareable. The best way to create viral content is to get out of the I, me mindset and to start thinking about who you want to reach. An example of me content would be making reels like my morning routine, how I do my makeup, I went to the pumpkin patch, how I make my salads. Okay, now don't get me wrong, there are a few videos that can go viral like that, especially if somebody has a super epic morning routine, but you want to remember that when someone new comes across your reels, they don't know you. They aren't fans, they aren't gonna watch your video just to be supportive and let it play through. They're watching your videos from a selfish mindset. It's human nature, everybody does this, and maybe we aren't even aware that we do it, but their mind subconsciously is thinking, how will this video benefit me? Is this making me happy? Is this satisfying my need for a visual aesthetic? Am I learning something valuable? So people are typically more likely to respond to or like content that provides value to them. So instead of creating my morning routine, make a morning routine to help you feel less anxious during the day. Instead of creating how I do my makeup, create a video like 5 drugstore foundations that you'll swoon over. Once you grasp your mind around this concept and start creating content that helps other people and that is for others, that is when you start seeing the growth that you want to see on Instagram. A helpful hint here is to make sure that the content you're creating is content that also makes sense with your brand and your target audience. So for me, I want to reach out to people who are looking to grow on social media, take their businesses to the next level, crush the Instagram algorithm. So for me, it might not be the best idea to post TikTok dances or like how I make my own banana bread. While maybe I find joy in creating those types of videos, I also want to maximize my reach and be smart about how and where I'm using my energy. If I'm going to spend time brainstorming, editing, recording, and posting a reel, I want that reel to be my best shot at growth if that's your goal. If that's not your goal, then go ahead and post whatever the heck you want. But if you really, really, really want to get down, get dirty, and focus on growing, then that is the sort of content that you want to focus on. And once you start seeing that growth, then you could branch out into those other topics that might be more fun for you to film. If you're feeling a lack of inspiration, look up hashtags that fit your brand and start watching other reels within that hashtag. If you're a blogger, maybe look up the hashtag lifestyle blogger and watch some of those reels. Start pulling inspiration from what other people are creating. There's a difference between watching TikToks and watching Instagram reels for enjoyment and watching TikToks or Instagram reels to study, learn, and see what will work best for your brand. So it's okay to pull inspiration from other people and get inspired, as long as you're not copying word for word what other creators are doing. If you happen to see something that you are just so mind blown about that you want to create and share on your channel, make sure you give credit where it's due. Tag the person where you found the tip from, or tag the creator who had that idea originally or in the first place. Now, the next tip is a game changer. When you're getting your reel all set up on Instagram, make sure that you have text explaining what your video is about on the first 5 seconds of your video. Most of the time when people are coming across a reel, it's muted. They're not hearing the audio that's attached to that reel, so they have no idea what it's about. But if you pop a few words in the first few seconds that capture their attention and tell them what they're gonna get out of the video, boom, you just increase the chances of them watching your entire video and hopefully following you. All right, the last tip that I have for you guys is to try it all. There might be a specific style video that meshes with your target audience a little bit better than another style video. You won't know what that is unless you try them or until you try them. What type of videos work better for you and your audience? Is it talking to the camera, recording a voiceover, smiling and pointing to the text? There's absolutely no shame in testing out what works for your business. Study which posts do well by analyzing the number of plays, because Instagram hasn't released insights on Instagram Reels. Thanks, Instagram. And then when you understand which type of videos do well for your audience, start doubling down on those specific types of videos. So at this point, I wanna make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel and you have the notification bell turned on, because this month of November, I am posting a new Reels related video every week. Last week in my Reels video, I taught you how to pause Instagram Reels, get rid of the TikTok logo from your videos, even a workaround for business accounts who don't have the music option. So make sure you watch that video. Next week, I'll be showing you guys behind the scenes of how I plan, batch, and record all of my Instagram Reels videos. So make sure you are subscribed with that notification bell turned on. Okay guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if any of this information was useful, or if you like my sweater. I will see you in the next one. Follow your joy. Bye.